Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes,
mic check.
with it till it pays.
Could I get a mic check, please? Anybody? Can you hear me? What is going on, Jerry, Todd, and we got Cryptoholics in the chat. Mike, good to go. I appreciate you guys.
5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats.
All right, man. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Shout out to the ones in the chat already. Thank you guys, man. Shout out to Cryptoholics, still making content too, bro. I see. Man, if you are a crypto content creator and you happen to catch this stream, man, holler at me, follow me on X, and let's connect, because it is time to build, rebuild, and grow. This is the... I don't want to say it, but the turning point, man. It's the turning point. I mean, it is. We are literally seeing the turning point in our entire financial system. Everything is changing. For those that don't already know it or don't see it happening right in front of your face, or don't realize what's happening with the Clarity Act, stable coins, the banks trying to fight the stable coins, all of it aligns with everything that I have been preaching on this channel since 2021, guys. I mean, honestly, if you understand, if you're with me, if you've been with me and you know that's true, then please let the people know. But since 2021, I've been telling people, been trying to tell people, been telling people that are close to me, been telling you guys on the channel what I thought would happen. Now, I know that it's what I thought would happen, but it turns out it is what happened. How many of you guys can relate to this, by the way? Have you been in the crypto space long enough that, you know, you have been proven correct, and you still have people that doubt you, that doubt your judgment when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Like, I may not have ever done much else, right? I may not have done much else, okay? Because I'm an average Joe. By the way, hi. Nice to meet you. But what I did do was predict that Bitcoin would explode in 2018. I mean, I was telling everybody in 2018, this is the best opportunity to buy right now. And then, of course, when 2020 happened, same thing. Nobody wants to believe, but, you know, Bitcoin's crashing, dumping to like $3,000 per coin. And I'm like, buy. It's $3,000. It's $3,500. Buy Bitcoin. You know, I was telling people to buy Bitcoin at $4,000. I was telling people to buy Bitcoin at 5,000, 7,000, 10,000. I was telling people to buy Bitcoin at 15,000 when we bottomed in the last bear market. Right? And I am sitting here now telling you that it is time to accumulate. I'm not saying that you need to just go balls deep right now, but I'm saying that it's time to accumulate. The time to accumulate is upon us. It's approaching, or if not already upon us, right? And what is the time to accumulate? That is the time to stack. Welcome to YouTube. I'm also been working to development in a new coin coming out soon. Cryptoholics got a new coin launching. Bro, salute. Good luck in that. Speaking of coins, I still have billions of the Solana AJC token waiting to be launched, and just don't know exactly the timing of that, when the timing of that would be best. And, you know, how we go forward with that, we'll think about it. But hey, Cryptoholics, man, good luck on your ventures with that. And with that being said, let's get into what the hell I'm talking about, right? What am I actually talking about right now? And it is Bitcoin. It is the extreme fear narrative, right? The extreme fear narrative. And what exactly happens when, you know, that fear starts to fade? Because what we're seeing happen right now is the pivot, okay? The pivot from extreme fear, right? This is where we jump into the charts, right? We got to stop looking at the red candles for just a little bit and look at some of the data. One of the most important points of data right now is the fact that the 20 millionth Bitcoin has been mined. We are now seeing, you know, we're down to the last million Bitcoin as far as the total amount of Bitcoin in circulation. We're down to the last million to be mined. It is a race to own as much Bitcoin as possible. It is a race for these big companies, governments, billionaires to mine and own as much Bitcoin as possible. And it is going to get crazy. It's already crazy. You may not think it could get crazier, but it will get crazier. Extreme fear index of 15 out of 100 right now. But while the retail market is panicking over headlines, the smart money is doing the exact opposite. And they've been talking about what they were going to do since last year. Grayscale, for example, has had this planned out since 2025. Their outlook for 2026 and what they planned on doing. In the last 48 hours alone, we've seen $418 million. $418 million in net ETF inflows. That is BlackRock and Fidelity literally absorbing the fear of every person selling their bags today. Everybody's selling their bags at $68,000 Bitcoin. I'm over here looking at my chart. I will pull the chart up here in just a second. Because where 68K is hilarious. It's at support. So in between support and resistance, but everybody's selling their bags at 68,000, 60,000. And we're seeing who else is buying, right? We're not just seeing BlackRock, Fidelity, Strategy, Michael Saylor buying. And we are at a massive $71,000 Bitcoin crossroads. Okay? We're right at it right now. I just watched Bitcoin tap my resistance line at 71,000. And if we clear the 72,700-ish to 800, 72.8, 72.7K resistance, we aren't just looking at a bounce. We are looking at the fuse being lit, so to speak, right? Fuse being lit, so to speak, for a $4 billion short squeeze that will leave the bears in the dust. And what am I talking about? We're going to pull that chart up here in just a second also. So don't go anywhere. Smash the like button if you are just now joining the stream. Thank you for being here. I do not have my chat pulled up. If you are commenting in the chat, thank you. If you are not commenting in the chat, comment in the chat. But we're going to pull that chart up here. We're going to talk about the short squeeze. Okay, the Bitcoin short squeeze. What is the Bitcoin short squeeze? Well, it could leave the bears in the dust because there are a massive amount of liquidations ready at a couple of different price levels for Bitcoin that we're going to talk about here in just a moment. And going back to what I've just mentioned real quick, the 20 million, okay, the 20 millionth coin, which is, this is big news, and it may not seem like it, but it is big news, especially for those people that are new to Bitcoin, new to crypto, that don't quite understand how Bitcoin works. Sorry, I keep glancing at the price. I will get the charts up, guys. Hold on just a sec. But for those that are still new to Bitcoin, that are still think that, you know, what is it? I've seen it all over social media. Push of a button and your Bitcoin's gone, and that, you know, it's made out of thin air and blah blah blah. Well, Bitcoin is not made out of just thin air. Bitcoin is scarce. It is a scarce asset, and so the scarcity is explained when we talk about the 20 millionth coin being mined, because when you think about, a lot of people think that Bitcoin can just be created, right? A lot of people think that Bitcoin is no different than our dollar or like USDT, where you can just print, and or maybe they think that you can just mine an unlimited amount. A lot of people don't really grasp the concept that Bitcoin has a capped supply. They think that, oh, that could be changed, it could be hacked, you know, the Bitcoin code could be hacked, or something could take place and bam, there's a bunch of new Bitcoin in supply or something. No, there's 21 million, and the 20 millionth coin has been mined. So now we're down to just the last 1 million coins to be mined, the last 1 million coins to be sought over. And I do know that right now, because of energy costs and everything going on, that maybe mining might not be the most lucrative thing. But in the future, obviously, we all know how that goes when the price does squeeze and the price does go to Valhalla. And that will happen, and it will happen quickly. It'll happen unexpectedly when nobody is paying attention. But going back on here, we're going to go back to the charts here and talk about that short squeeze. Okay, now let me go ahead and pull this up here, move this around, and see what's going on here. I really do think that we're heading into a very big change in market sentiment will come. And I think it'll come right when everybody is screaming bear, right? Right when everybody is screaming bear. Because then it'll be too late. That was a lot. That was a mouthful. I know for the first like 5 minutes of the stream, that was a mouthful. Might have to recap on some of that here in just a moment, but just to point that out. Now let's go ahead and pull the charts up here and get into some data and some analysis.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
Bro, no longer, you know, I mean, I love what I love and hate what AI is becoming. It's crazy how fast it's advancing, but I mean, now you can literally for free make 30-second clips, music clips, and you can just go base it off the last one and piece them together. You can make full songs for free, and if you pay, you can make full songs. Literally make music. I mean, I've got a lot of AI artists on YouTube now that I listen to that I really like, and it's just really crazy what AI is doing, what it's becoming, and it's huge, man. It's huge. It's gonna really, really be crazy in the next 5 to 10 years, man. It's going to be crazy. And if we're not keeping up with it, man, we're going to get left in the dust. We're going to get left in the dust just like the bears could get left in the dust because of the short squeeze that we're about to talk about. This is big and this is likely, and the price action seems to be getting ready to set up for something like this. And we're going to talk about what would determine whether or not we really believe this will happen. But yeah, the AI, man, the music, it's awesome. I definitely have been experimenting a little bit more with it, and I know I've been a little bit absent as far as live streams go. That's because we're really, like I said in my recent post on the channel, hope you're ready for a new and improved AJC, because that's what it is, and that's what it's going to be going forward. New and improved, and we're just going to change up our strategy, right? You can't keep doing the same thing from 2021, especially when the market has changed. Everything has changed. And I know a lot of you guys started following me in 2021. Some of you guys did in 2021, 2022. But let's get into this real quick. I've been watching Bitcoin here on the 4-hour very closely, because I mean, we are literally setting up right now for a massive potential move. If these support levels could hold here, you can see what's going on, man. You can just see it. If you got eyes to see it, you can see it. But I'm going to tell you, but I think Todd can see it, right? Todd can see it, right? Let's go. Let's go. Look, I'm watching this 4-hour potential cup and handle. I'm watching this 4-hour squeeze right here between support and resistance. I'm watching this previous resistance as support back here as well. Right after we broke this little threshold right there. Definitely want to watch that. And I mean, honestly, we could bring that down to about right there. We got those beautiful touches right here, here, and here. Right, beautiful touches right there, and we're above that, bouncing on that, holding that, and that is right at 70,000. And if 70,000 does hold, if we get a weekly, if we could potentially get a weekly candle close above 70,000, we're looking at a squeeze to be paying attention to here, guys. It is coming up. What is going on, my man? Green Fingers in the chat. Good to see you, bro. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to drop a comment in the chat and holler at us and let us know where you're viewing from and how long you've been in crypto. I have been in crypto since 2018, and it has been just, I don't know. There's really no words for it, man. It's been a life-changing experience is what it has been. And being a content creator in crypto has also been really cool. Met a lot of really cool people, connected with a lot of really cool people, and looking forward to reconnect or connect with a lot of new really cool people too. So don't forget to subscribe and definitely check out the links in the description. If you are into cryptocurrency trading, be very careful, be cautious. But if you are, you can check the links in the description, possibly, get some of this juice right here. But, like I said, man, it is very, very, very risky. You're going to lose money, man. At some point, you're going to lose money. So just bet on that. Bet on losing money and just try not to lose too much money. That way you make more money. That's the strategy. That's the strategy to go for right there, guys. But I will say this, Green Fingers, let me know what your sentiment is, my man. Green Fingers in the chat here is a really good trader, guys. I'm just going to put him on blast real quick. He's a good trader. you should really share those gains more often in the general chat of the Discord, even though the Discord is the Discord right now is janky. I'm not gonna lie. Discord right now is janky. So just be cautious if you could join the Discord, okay? But yeah. Yeah, green fingers, yes, you are a good trader. Now, Bitcoin consolidating here, squeezing into this, and I've been watching the 4-hour because I just really believe that we're on the cusp of something big right here. This right here is screaming to me. I mean, it really is screaming to me. I just I'm watching, you know, that anything below 70, right? Watching anything below 70,000. Bitcoin below 70,000 to me, down here around 68, 69 at this support is going to be big. If that can potentially hold, I do believe that this could give us a little squeeze right here, man. I mean, in between this and get a nice little pop out. We're really looking towards 80,000, but also even higher potentially if support at 70,000 holds and if we get a break of 72. Because if we look at the heat map, we have a lot of liquidation volume going on up here. I mean, a lot. More so to the upside than we do the downside. And this could definitely run the bears out of the woods, man. This could run the bears out of the woods right here. We have, let's see here, 200. We've got, so right under 75,000. I mean, we've got $250,000 in liquidations at 74,000. And I mean, it just gets more and more. You got another $250,000 at 75,000. So there's $500,000 right there. That's not counting what's in between, which is almost another $250,000 in liquidations just at the $75,000 mark, right? I mean, just at the $75,000 mark. Now, you know, if we go on higher, there's another $250,000 at 80,000. And then if we keep on going, we've got quite a bit up here around the $92,000 price range, but definitely 74 to 75,000 on up to 80,000. I mean, that's the bears could be over leveraged at this point, right? The Bitcoin bears could be over leveraged at this point, and this could give us the steam that Bitcoin needs for the bulls to fight back and push on up here, in my opinion. But we do have to break that resistance. We're gonna have to break that downtrend. You know, we're gonna have to get past all of that, which we've already kind of. We're basically sitting on top of this downtrend from back here, sitting right there on top of that, but the big one for me is going to be 71 to 72,000. You know, we didn't really hold 71,000. We tapped it. We didn't really hold it. So the big one for me is definitely going to be around $72,000 breakout target. Breakout of $72,000 for Bitcoin would look nice here on the 4-hour. Potentially cup and handle, right? We've still got lower highs. We don't have a higher high in just yet on the 4-hour, but we do have a higher low in here with a bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. So, you know, we're looking at a very good setup, in my opinion. Very good setup, in my opinion, here. So if we look on down here, I mean, we don't have. I mean, that's just a lot of shorts, That is a lot of shorts. My opinion is I think we could liquidate some of that, especially at the 75. I mean, if you think about it, they're over leveraged here at 75,000. That's $500,000 almost. That's over $500,000 or more right here. And that's just so close, right? I think we're a little bit over leveraged. I think it's a good chance we could tap some of that, liquidate some of that before going lower, if Bitcoin does go lower. A lot of people still screaming $50,000 Bitcoin, but this Bitcoin short squeeze right here could definitely tap 74, 75K, liquidate some of that, and then go lower. But if we get above, 74, if we get all the way to 75, we're going to be starting to put in some new support here. And I still got my eyes on that $80,000 support, previous support. I've still got my eyes on that for resistance. Still looking at that. Even though there is not as much liquidation volume here, there is a ton there. I really think, and that might be enough to just decimate the bears. We might be able to just completely destroy the bears. Bitcoin smashes 75K, liquidates $500,000, or I'm sorry, excuse me, $250 million. I've got my M's and B's wrong. $250 million. $500 million. Excuse me. That makes a big difference, right? The M and the B. Excuse me. But Bitcoin runs up, taps 75K, liquidates $500 million in over leveraged short positions. That might be enough to fuel us all the way to, from 75, 74, all the way to 80. Honestly, we are, my bad for having the M and the B mixed up here. We are definitely over leveraged. 500 million, 500 million, 600 million or more. It's more. Just in the $74,000 to $75,000 range. So we're definitely over leveraged on the shorts positions here, looking for that squeeze, potentially to get a little push here. And of course, we're watching what happens with the Clarity Act, watching what happens with the news, and let's see. Because I do know that Washington has froze crypto's legislative future on Sunday, but by Monday, the industry had already moved on. And this right here, it's all got to do with the Save America Act. So basically, until the Save America, it's almost like until the Save America Act gets passed, we won't see any other acts get passed. On Sunday, March 8th, President Trump posted on Truth Social that he would not sign any legislation until the Save America Act cleared Congress in its strongest form. It supersedes everything else, he wrote, must go to the front of the line. The Save America Act is a voting reform bill, right? For voter ID and all of this. It requires proof of citizenship and government-issued photo ID for federal voter registration. It has passed the House on a narrow 218 to 213 vote and is now before the Senate, where Democrats have signaled they will use every procedural tool available to block it. It has nothing to do with crypto. But its elevation to Trump's single legislative priority has everything to do with the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, the Clarity Act, which passed the House July 2025 with a 294 to 134 vote. It's designed to establish a federal framework for digital asset markets, dividing regulatory oversight between the SEC and the CFTC. It is still waiting for a Senate floor vote. Senate floor time is finite. With the Save America Act now on the front of the queue and a drawn out procedural fight ahead of it, the legislative calendar for the crypto industry has we were counting on has effectively been frozen. And so this is all just kind of, in my opinion, this is all just putting the pump on hold, putting the pump on hold, man. As soon as this comes out, and it is a good positive, good positive thing for the crypto space, for Bitcoin. As soon as this happens, then it's going to be huge. It'll be massive. Let's see, and let me make sure that. Okay, that is probably better. I don't know why my microphone was so loud. It was probably really loud. I apologize for that. But this is big, very big. And as soon as all this happens, I think that we'll see the price and we'll see everything really, really start to take shape. Take shape. The accumulation zone will start to take shape, and we will see it. $20 million. 20 million and 20 million 10,000 Bitcoin, 20 million 16,000 Bitcoin in circulation. Okay, cup and handle or no cup and handle on the 4 hour? This is the question. Cup and handle or no cup and handle? $72K breakout or no $72K breakout? Bro. That's for you, green fingers, bro. That's for you, man. It's okay. It happens. It does happen, doesn't it? It happens to the best of us, man. It happens to the best of us. Patiently waiting on the 4-hour, man. I mean, look at the RSI, okay? I know we're not quite low. I mean, we're not down here at 20, 12 to 20. Give or take down here. But we're right here in the middle, and we're about to get across on the RSI. I mean, 70,000 is showing support. Let's go down. Let's drop it down. Let's see what we're doing on lower time frames real quick though, because we all know that this is going to bleed into the longer term. And even if the 4-hour is looking good here, I would rather see the RSI lower, of course, right? Down around this area was great. Very good. Nice little bear trap right there. But very good indication of a buy right there. This cross could give us a buy signal on the 4-hour, but if we drop it down to the hourly, we can see what we're doing here, and looks like we're a little overbought on the hourly, overbought on the 30-minute, not so much on the 15, and not so much on the 5. So we're looking coming down on the 1-minute, coming up slightly on the 5, neutral on the 15, overbought on the 30, slightly overbought on the hourly, and neutral with a potential cross on the 4-hour. So we are looking for a squeeze, like I've been mentioning. I do think that if we do get rejected here at this downtrend resistance, we keep getting rejected at 71 here, we'll come down likely to this area of support, 68. But my good indicator here is going to be whether or not 70K holds with a candle close on the daily. I'd like to see a daily candle close above 70, and coming up soon, if we can get a weekly candle close above 70K, that's going to be a very good indication of what's going to happen soon. With that being said, if we go back and we think about what some other analysts have said, I do agree. I think that it's a good idea to be very cautious here going into March, especially on into April. So as we're approaching April, we should definitely approach with caution, even if the price of Bitcoin happens to be higher than it is now at the end of the month, right? Even if we get up around the $80,000 range, potentially even higher if possible, even at those price levels, we need to be very cautious going into April. So I still think, if we get up to those levels, we could easily get rejected. There's a lot of previous support at the $80,000 range, and we could easily get rejected there and come on down. But in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, this is slowly but surely starting to really look like a bottom forming. And, does that mean that the bear on this is on the 4 hour? We can go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. Daily, same thing, but not quite. Like we could still, get a little more chop, a little more consolidation on the daily, of course. We'll go to 3 day. 3 day definitely could. Gosh dang, bro. I don't know, man. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. I don't like being the bullish guy, in the space. We get hated on, man. The permabulls get hated on hard, but I don't want to be that guy. But I'm going to be that guy. It doesn't look so bad here. Above all these 3 day candle closes, man. Let's keep it moving. I think this is what I'm looking for, though. Again, going back to what I said earlier about the weekly, this is what I'm looking for. A weekly candle close here, right? Coming up soon, right? We pumped hard there all the way to 74, and got rejected so badly. But if this new weekly candle here can get a close above 70,000 and above all of this over here, dude, that's almost bullish engulfing territory, right? That is almost bullish engulfing territory right here. If Bitcoin can get a candle close on the weekly above 70K, $71,000, I mean, that is minus that wick. We're almost basically we are bullishly engulfing 3 weeks worth of candles. Okay. We are bullishly engulfing 3 weeks worth of price action with these 1 to 2 weekly candles, basically. That's what, if we close, right? If we don't get wicked down real hard again and close over the weekend or whatever, and we get a candle close on the weekly up here, I mean, that's a bullish engulfing candle. 1 weekly candle, bullish engulfing 3 weeks. Almost 3 weeks worth of price action getting blown past in 1 week. That's big. That's big. That is definitely big. I think a candle close up here will lead to more. On the weekly potentially. I mean, even if we get a drop down, there's a lot of areas we could test and hold here at this point now, around 68 and 65. Bitcoin, but this Bitcoin 20 million is showing support 100 right now. But while the retail market is panicking over headlines, the smart money is doing the exact opposite. And they've been talking about what they were going to do since last year. Grayscale, for example, has had this planned out since 2025. Their outlook for 2026 and what they planned on doing. Half 500 million, 500 million, 600 million or more. It's more. Just in the $74,000 to $75,000 range. So we're definitely over leveraged on the short positions here, looking for that squeeze, potentially to get a little push here. And of course, we're watching what happens with the Clarity Act, watching what happens with the news, and let's see. Because I do know that Washington has froze crypto's legislative future on Sunday, but by Monday, the industry had already moved on. And this right here, it's all got to do with the Save America Act. So basically, until the Save America, it's almost like until the Save America Act gets passed, we won't see any other acts get passed. On Sunday, March 8th, President Trump posted on Truth Social that he would not sign any legislation until the Save America Act cleared Congress in its strongest form. It supersedes everything else, he wrote. Must go to the front of the line. The Save America Act is a voting reform bill, right? For voter ID and all of this. It requires proof of citizenship and government-issued photo ID for federal voter registration. It has passed the House on a narrow 218 to 213 vote. It is now before the Senate, where Democrats have signaled they will use every procedural tool available to block it. It has nothing to do with crypto. But its elevation to Trump's single legislative priority has everything to do with the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act, the Clarity Act, which passed the House July 2025 with a 294 to 134 vote. It's designed to establish a federal framework for digital asset markets, dividing regulatory oversight between the SEC and the CFTC. It is still waiting for a Senate floor vote. Senate floor time is finite. With the Save America Act now on the front of the queue and a drawn-out procedural fight ahead of it, the legislative calendar for the crypto industry that we were counting on has effectively been frozen. And so
since I started using CoinLedger, hoarding my crypto taxes has never been easier. Just connect your wallet and expand it.
Okay. Bro. Eee.
I emphasize again, it is free to join my community. The stocks I share are also free.
Oh yeah, that overbought RSI on the hourly playing out and pushed us down there a little bit. And if we stay down here, we might go ahead and consolidate a little more. But man, the bulls are really pushing hard here at $70,500. And you know, if we can maintain above this, like we did right here. I mean, you're watching it here on the hourly. Bitcoin is just stair-stepping its way up to this resistance. We tapped it, tapped it, tapped it. I mean, it's confirmed. Waiting to see if we can squeeze here. See if we can squeeze right here in the next few hours and then get a pop somewhere. But then, of course, watching going into the weekend as well. AIN. Up 900% long on AIN. Bro. Ooh, dang, bro. Appreciate you, Todd. Might have to check it out. I wonder if it is on. Looks like it is on BitUNix. I will have an exclusive link for BitUNix coming up. I don't have one quite yet. I don't believe I don't have one ready yet, but I will have an exclusive affiliate link for BitUNix soon. Just partnered up with BitUNix to offer you guys that. And also, right now, there's still the 15% deposit bonus on BTCC. $20,000 welcome bonus, 20% deposit bonus in Yubit. Trading competition on BitFi, and then new user up to 30,000 in rewards on WEEX. So I mean, you know, it's, and then I've got BitUNix coming up. So we've got a lot of offers for the community. So, and definitely going to work on building. That is the goal. Building. I can remember when I first started, and like I would be streaming to like it is now, man. I mean, it's pretty much, it's going to be like starting all over until the algorithm kicks back in, you know. But I can remember when I first started, and I'd get on here and pull up my charts, man. I'd be talking about Algorand or Chainlink or Tezos or VeChain or something like that. I'd be talking about some altcoins, and I would be streaming to just, you know, a handful of people. And then next thing I knew, after a few consecutive consistent live streams for a couple of months, you know, it's like that's all it is. It's all about the consistency, dedication, and showing up. And you know, so that's the goal. That's the goal right now. Rebuild the community, build back from the ground up. This is the real build back better right here. But going forward to, you know, rebuilding, but also not just rebuilding, but changing, you know, changing. I've changed a lot since I first started the channel, so, you know, everything has to change. Nice, Todd. I guess you already signed up for BITUNIX, but maybe once I have that exclusive link, maybe you might still be interested in using it somehow, if that's possible. Because I do believe we'll be doing a trading competition or a $50,000 weekly giveaway. I believe a weekly giveaway. Right, right. I'm not sure about this coin or that coin if it's on any of the other exchanges right now, but I'm not sure if it is on Yubit or not. What's going on, Strega Heart? How are you doing, bro? Time to short Doge. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how good of a strategy that is right now. I mean, I get shorting, you know. Shorting is a good idea. But I don't know what the trend right now doesn't seem to be so bearish. I don't think that we're going to be, you know, like within the next few months. I still think we could go down. Don't get me wrong. I still think we can go down, but I just don't think that the trend is really going to keep leaning bearish. I think it is going to change. Short the pants, so turn the jeans into the shorts. Take the jeans and do the old 90s cutoff. Do the old 90s cutoff jeans. There we go. with the little frizzy things hanging down, you know. Todd says he's up 100% right now. Early bird. Early bird gets the worm. Long tacos. I'm not sure how we long tacos. Do you mean long Taco Bell? DCA the grilled eggs? Bro. Green fingers. Listen, bro. I am always going to be bullish, first and foremost. Always. Long term. Long term, always bullish. So when I make a video about Dogecoin and I explain that, you know, we are literally consolidating into a bottom formation, we're consolidating into the buying opportunity, then, you know, there's really nothing wrong with that. Now, I can understand if I need to be corrected, if I am at the, and actually, you know, if I'm screaming just 100% a bullish projection and we're like literally at the top and I'm not giving no bearish case, then that's understandable. That's understandable. But I mean, when I trade, when I do short-term trades, I mean, I'm not really bullish or bearish when I'm trading. I'm just following what I know works, using the indicators I know works, and using support and resistance. So, but yes, right now, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly, Bears might have horns, bro. The daily, weekly, and the monthly are bullish, bro. Listen. Okay. Let me reword that. We can't be bearish at the bottom, though. You know, I understand being bearish in the middle, being bearish at the top. Maybe I was a little too bullish when had a little too bullish of an outlook when Doge was at, 14 cents, 13 cents, 10, whatever. But we can't be bearish at the bottom, right? We can't be bearish this close to the bottom. At some point, we've got to think about buying and accumulating, right? And that's not like I make content that is not for trade, not really for traders. The videos that I make, when I make a video, it's for like long-term investors, people that are just wanting to buy spot and hold, not really for people that are trading. And so I really believe that, like, for example, Dogecoin, buying Dogecoin at anywhere below 10 cents for the long term, I think is a very, is not a bad thing. I don't think that's a bad thing at all. And yes, I do think we're close to the bottom. I think we're very close to the bottom. I think we are a lot closer to the bottom than we are to the top, to the previous top or the next top. We're definitely closer to the bottom than we are to the next top. And if you think about it like that, why would you not be buying and accumulating? And then if it goes down more, buy a little more, buy a little here, buy a little there, stack a little here, stack a little there. So, I mean, that's what it is. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And that's all it's going to be and all it's ever going to be. Hey, dropping from 120K to 60K makes a lot of sense, though, right? Makes a lot of sense. Only buy pools. I only bought pools one time, Stragahart. And I never bought that shit again. I'm not going to lie. I did make a couple of videos on it. And even in those videos, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what this thing is, what it's doing. I know it pumped like crazy. Why people pumped it, I don't know. Why people buy shitcoins? Why? 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 I've still got billions of AJC tokens sitting in my freaking wallet, whatever wallet this is. Which wallet is it? And I don't know what to do yet. Don't know what to do with that. I seen you said AJC earlier. Bullish on AJC, Stragahart. I don't know how to go forward with that yet. So I'm not even going to stress it, because I think that when the time is right for something like that, if the time will ever be right again for something like that, then it'll happen. I do know that I've already created the tokens, though. Already have the tokens. Already paid the Solana to create the tokens on Solana. So I don't know. I don't know about that yet. We're still in the process of rebuilding a community. So, Stragahart taking over AJC, maybe that'd be a good thing, bro. Stragahart is consistent, bro. He's here every single time. So maybe that'd be a good thing. I don't know. No, man. We're going to make it, man. Wag me. Okay. We are going to make it. AJC Classic, bro. That's a good idea. We're going to do a spinoff now. But no, unless we go to zero, well, yeah, I don't know. I think if Bitcoin goes to zero, I don't know, nothing else will probably matter at that point, Got governments, you got everybody getting into it, so it's, at that point the whole world's going to zero. But I think that honestly, I think that for a little while it's going to be like this, man. It's going to be like this. It's only zero if you sell. It's only zero if you sell. That's right. Stragahart, I don't know if you heard it earlier. Did you hear the song, bro? You got to hear the new intro song, man. This will be our bullish song too.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
I freaking love it, bro. I love it. Straight Heart, nobody cares. I love it. Nobody cares, Straight Heart. I love it. I love it, and I'll keep playing it. Look, I'm going to keep playing it.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research.
It's got that good 08 vibe, man. Got the 808s hitting, bro.
Green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
You know what I'm saying? It's got them 808s hitting, bro. It's slapping. It's slapping. That beat is hitting, bro. And we got this one too. We got a spin-off.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully
Hitting the
unattached.
dislikes.
Reading all the white papers, doing my own research.
Yo.
5 more minutes, I
Don't
ain't
do me
never
dirty like
gonna
that, bro.
fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5
You
more
gonna do me dirty like that, bro.
minutes, till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
How dare you? You know what this is, man? You know what the truth is? The truth is,
yeah, it's that 2018
this is
mindset,
all
still stacking sats.
BS,
Been through
bro.
the bear and bull runs, I'm
It's all
fully
BS,
unattached.
man.
Reading all the white
We got
papers,
shammed.
doing
We got
my own
reeled in like
research.
fish.
5 more
We got
minutes,
hooked like
I
a
ain't
damn-
never gonna fold
we got
up.
hooked
Waiting
like
for
a
that
damn
green
lobster,
candle to
man.
get totally swole
They
up.
gonna fry
5
us up
more
on a
minutes, sticking
freaking
with it
petri
till it
dish.
pays off.
Okay?
All this grinding gonna lead me to
I'm
my
currently
day
on my
job.
side quest, okay? That's what I'm currently doing. I'm currently on my side quest. You're welcome to join me.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats.
Yo.
Been through the bear and bull runs,
Joe
I'm
stole
fully
my song?
unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing
No,
my
this
own
is-
research.
this is
5
my
more
song, bro.
minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
This is the energy that we're going to be bringing back in 2026, by the way.
Yeah, it's that
I hope that you're ready
2018
for that.
mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs.
I was on my
I'm fully
side quest taking a
unattached.
dump. That is
Reading all the
not a
white
side
papers,
quest
doing
because you're
my
not-
own research.
you're not on a quest for
5 more
nothing if you're
minutes, I ain't
taking a
never
dump.
gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle
You're letting
to
the
get
treasure
totally
go
swole
instead of
up.
holding
5
on.
more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
What are you even talking about, bro? AI, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
that
beautiful part.
2018 mindset,
Exactly,
still stacking
bro.
sats. Been through the bear and bull
That's the
runs,
beautiful
I'm
part. Now,
fully
if I can
unattached.
just get it
Reading
to
all the white papers,
make, like,
doing my own research.
continuations, and I'm gonna piece this shit together, and we're gonna have us a whole damn fucking song. Excuse my language. Excuse my language. A whole song. That's not like me. My bad. That's not like me. I don't just be throwing the F word out like that. My bad. My bad, yo. No, really, my bad. What's gotten over me?
Yeah, it's that 2018
Okay, Bitcoin.
mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully
I'm
unattached.
sweating.
Reading all the
I
white
don't have
papers,
deodorant
doing
on.
my own research.
It's gonna be like this, though. I gotta get used to it. It's gonna be like this because this is where I'm gonna be the majority of the time. I'm gonna be right here. The majority of the time going forward, guys, because we're on the cusp of the next bull run, and I do believe that the next bull market is gonna be, it's gonna be insane. Clarity Act passes, you know.
Yes, that 2018
Once
mindset,
the banks stop fighting the stable coins and everything, and
I'm fully
the
unattached, reading all the white papers,
it's
doing
gonna
my own
explode.
research.
It's gonna be insane.
5 more minutes,
It's gonna be
I ain't
insane.
never gonna
I do
fold
believe
up.
it
Waiting for
because
that
we're just
green
watching the
candle to
adoption
get
start
totally swole up.
to
5 more
form
minutes,
and
sticking
take
with it
place.
till it pays
We're not
off.
seeing
All
the
this
retail
grinding
reaction to
gonna
all
lead me
this
to
yet.
my
You know,
day job.
that's coming. That's coming. It's going to be. It's already happening. Retirement funds, retirement accounts, and then you're gonna have it's
Yes, that 2018
oh, it's just going to be
mindset, still
so
stacking
crazy.
sats.
It's not going to
Been
happen
through
until,
the
of course,
bear and bull runs. I'm
the bottom
fully
has already been
unattached.
way in,
Reading
right?
all the white papers, doing my
Once the
own
bottom's been
research.
way in for a long
5 more
time,
minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up.
that's
Waiting
when
for
it's
that
going to
green
happen. That's when
candle to
it'll
get
take off,
totally
really
swole
explode.
up.
We're going to
5 more
consolidate
minutes, sticking with
into
it
that,
till it pays
accumulate
off. All
into
this
that, but
grinding
it's going to
gonna lead
happen.
me to my day job.
No way. You cannot prove that.
Yes, that 2018 mindset still
Clarity passes. Clarity Act passes. All the crypto belongs to governments. I mean,
5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally
necessarily agree with
swole
this.
up. 5 more minutes, sticking with
I
it
do
till
believe
it
that,
pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.
No.
Yes, that 2018 Yes, that 2018 mindset still stacked.
Woo. Yeah. That's what it's going to be like, though. I hope you're ready for that. I'm going to be making, like really, though, it's crazy. Because, you know, for people like me that aren't really big on mainstream music and all that jazz, it is really cool to be able to just, like, let's just make our own music at this point. Let's just make some freaking, like, early 2000s, mid 2000s, 2010s music and start just reliving in the nostalgic moment, you know? Well, and there she blew. And there she blew, guys. Okay. Been watching this thing all day. All day. Yeah. Come on now. I'm not gonna lie. If 70K, if we come on down to 70, I might do something here. I might do something here. Come on down. I mean, we got 69. 69. Really, though, I mean, nice, bro. You know, that was always my biggest thing too, man. You know, that was always like my biggest thing was I did not want to be a channel on YouTube that was just strictly like coin specific. You know, I didn't want to be a coin specific crypto content channel. I wanted to be a crypto content creator so that way I could cover all aspects of crypto and Bitcoin and everything, you know, related to it. I watched and that really sucked while I was trying to grow the channel back then and watching like Shiba Inu channels explode overnight. It was ridiculous. You know, I watched like a Shiba Inu content channel pop up and brand new channel, 100,000 subscribers in like a week. You know, after grinding for a year to get 10,000, but it's okay. We are moving into 2026. And we've passed 1,000 and holding it slow and steady, but we're holding 1,000 followers on X so far. goodness. This is a really cool website to check out, by the way. Bitbo.io. I mean, you've got so many different points of data here to look at. You know, Bitcoin versus gold. You've got Bitcoin versus gold. Next Bitcoin halving. Oh my gosh, bro. April 11th, 2028. 2027, man. We still got 2027. But the time is nigh. The time is nigh. Is that the right word? Nigh? Bro. Dude. Just the thought of that sounds crazy, man. Just the thought of it sounds crazy. Oh, for sure, green fingers. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, 400x. Really, anything over like 50x, dude. Unless you've got millions of dollars on the exchange. Anything over like 50x is just almost pure gambling. You've got to have a shit ton of money. I mean, even when I was working with, you know, quite a bit of money. Even when I was working with quite a bit of money, it was still extremely risky. Not as risky, but still very, very risky. I mean, you risk losing thousands in seconds, minutes. But yeah, still fun though. Still fun if you've got the money to, if you can afford to lose the money at the time. It's very nice when you hit a good 400x trade. And you know, I flipped a couple of times very nicely, and then I flipped a couple of times very badly too. You know, definitely lost, but I've also made. I mean, catching a good high leverage trade at the right moment is really a beautiful thing. But it is very much like gambling, basically. I mean, honestly, you got to be honest. It's very much like gambling if you're using anything over like 50x leverage, unless you've got hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars on the exchange to cover. You know, it's just not. It's not worth it. If you've only got a few $1,000s to play with, you need to be using less than like 25x leverage, really, honestly. Other than that, it's gambling. I mean, if it really, I'd be lying if I said anything different, right? And I know because I like to gamble, so I know what gambling feels like. And using anything over 25, 30x leverage with low capital, less than, hundreds of thousands, then you're definitely gambling. Time to reassess the strategy at that point. You can't win that way. You might win occasionally, but you can't win. You can't really win that way. It will not work. All right, here we go. And we did lose 70.5K just now. We're at 70,393, 70,400. And still looking for this move back down to 70K here to see if that could potentially hold on that previous support area. If that doesn't hold, we're looking at coming back down to the box, man. Pull it on down. Pull it on down. We tapped that resistance line beautifully, though. By the way, this line was already in. I was preparing my stream as we tapped $71,000. Now let's see what we do here. I'm still watching this, man. If we can hold right here, this is going to give us a very nice tight squeeze. If we could potentially hold support at 70,000, 70,000 is going to be a key psychological place to hold support at as well, in my opinion. I just think that once we lose that 7, you know, oh my God, don't make me do it. Once we lose that 7, something about that 6 to the 7, man. 6, 7. Oh God. But you can tell I have a little one. But anyways, if we lose the 7 and we fall to the 6, it's just something that clicks, you know? Something that clicks. And it's not just for the kids, man, apparently, because Bitcoin been bouncing around from, you know, 67, 68. So 60, 67, 67. Oh, we did tap it, didn't we? 65, 67. Stop it. 67. Oh, God. Okay. Oh. Oh. What? That's it. Strigahart unsubbed. It's over. It's over. Look, Strigahart unsubbed. That's why Bitcoin's dropping. That is why Bitcoin is going down. Strigahart's going to cause Bitcoin to crash, man. Strigahart unsubbing might be a bottom signal. All these years, man. All these years. Dang, bro. Dang, I'm getting hit left and right, man. I'm getting hit left and right. This ain't good. Look. You know, my expectations, you know, my standards, my expectations are pretty low right now, okay? So, whatever. Expectations pretty low. I'm going to keep the bar very, very low right now, okay? Very low. I ain't trying to get let down, you know? Which that means you guys should keep the bar very low too, cuz I ain't trying to let you guys down either. So keep that bar down. Keep that bar to a minimum, okay? Truth be told, man, where is it gonna go? Truth be told. Tell you what. I mean, it does sound about right, man. Run up to 75,000, 80,000, tap 80,000, liquidate all these over leveraged shorts. Liquidate all the over leveraged shorts, right? 75 to 80,000 and just just take it all. Take it all. But man, the real, man, boy, 92. Something about 92,000 really screams to me right there. Something about 92,000. Just have to wait for that. Now, green fingers, hold up now. Hold on now. No, at 80,000, I would look for rejection there. I mean, I would look for rejection, come back down. But if we look at the downside, I mean, guys, how much lower are we going to go here? You know, I really do not agree with the idea that we're going to go all the way down to like $40,000, $35,000 Bitcoin. I don't agree with that. Could it happen? Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. That would be max pain for sure, but I don't really agree with the fact with that idea. I really think the lowest is going to be 48 to 50,000 would be the absolute bottom for me. If we haven't already bottomed, you know, I'd be looking at this. But I just don't think they will go that far. You know, I just don't think, even though that potentially could be the next leg down. Or well, let's see. Let's not go all the way to that first consolidation there. So, I mean, potentially the next leg down target, the measurement would put us around 40,800. But I just don't. I'm looking at this over here. I don't think that, you know, that's got to be the absolute, right? I'm going to tell you that I don't agree with it. It could still happen, but I don't agree with it. I don't think 30 I don't think we're going to go all the way down this far. That even though the measurement points to 40,800, let's look at this first, right? Let's look at that 50,000, 48 to 50,000, absolute. 30 to 35, I don't agree with. No, not at all. I don't. 48 to 50,000, I could see. I could see. But I do think that we're looking like we're trying to bottom here. Even if we go up, we might get rejected somewhere along the way up, possibly halfway through that measurement right there. Maybe we might get rejected here at 74, 74, 75, liquidate those over leveraged shorts, get a nice little run, little relief rally here to 74,800, 75,000, liquidate the shorts, and then run down to the short targets. That to me sounds more like what Bitcoin is known for doing, you know. But you know, nobody really knows. These are my assumptions, my guesses, my ideas, my opinions. But you know, I really think this is just me looking at the chart and saying what I feel. And I know feelings have no place here, but let me just tell you how I feel. So when I look at this chart, I feel by looking at the market structure, the price action, the structure of the price action, I do feel like it's setting up for a move to the upside. I do. And I know that sounds crazy. If we don't break out, then we don't get the move to the upside, right? Then if we keep getting rejected at resistance, and then that's out of that idea is gone, right? Those feelings are gone. If we keep getting rejected at the resistance, those feelings are gone. We consolidate here though, I mean, we could consolidate for a while before actually potentially breaking out. We can consolidate all the way down this, all the way to the 15th, 4 or 5 days, another week or so of consolidation here. If we don't get a breakout of that resistance, come back down to 67, 68, support potentially before breaking out, but we could still get that breakout. But if we keep getting rejected there and we lose 68,000 to 70,000, we come back down here, that's going to be tested, right? This little bitty uptrend, these higher lows are going to get tested. 67,200, 67,200 right there, 67,200. So, so I don't know. All depends what happens here in the next few days, really. I like what you're saying, Green Fingers. I do. I like it. But I don't know though. I think I kind of have a opposite feeling though. I feel like we're going to be going up in the next couple of weeks and then drop towards the end of the month going into April. I feel like March we might get a little more bullish action, but then lower low potentially in April. Bottom out in April. It's I do sort of have a conflicting view on that. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. What is going on, Deadwood? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing good, my friend. Oh, no worries, bro. No worries. We're just chilling, man. We're chilling. We are chilling. Uh, like I told the guys here, my expectations were not very high because, I've not been real consistent with anything. So, but I'm still here. I have got to let you guys know I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. Did my Discord get what? Who? Oh, Deadwoods? I don't know, man. Um, I don't know what's going on with our Discord, man. With the AJC Discord, it's questionable. At least, at the very least, it's questionable. I don't know. I don't know, man. Uh, facial recognition, bro. What? I guess I'm screwed because my face is all over the place on X and everywhere else, and AI and everything. I'm screwed. My likeness is everywhere. Everywhere that I've used it. Um, Google pretty much owns me. Oh, Right. That's true. I feel like the Discord is compromised, man. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. Man, I tell you what. You know, not a very good sign there. Ooh. should have listened to you. He should have listened, bro. Damn. I am definitely, I can't help but be somewhat just a little bit bullish on the 4 hour, but for sure on the shorter term time frames, it looks a little weak. But man, I can't help but be bullish right here, man. I mean, if this holds, we're gonna get carried on up here, just like, just like right here. If we were above, we're above all of those moving averages. If it holds, right? If it don't hold and we fall below the bottom of that, and we get all the way back down to this purple box, then we'll be in worse shape and look like coming on down to test this probably. But I mean, if this holds, if anything above this $70,000 area holds, if 70K holds, I am definitely bullish on the 4 hour, and even somewhat the hourly, but the RSI on the hourly is not so hot. In the short term, again, like I said, with the RSI, I mean, a little bit over bought on the hourly. That would indicate why on the short term it does but I mean, we are short term is not terrible. I mean, it gets 15-minute is not so hot, but 1 minute coming down. 5-minute wants to go up a little more. 15-minute wants to come down a little more, I believe. 30-minute MACD and RSI definitely wants to come down below the LSMA as well. Oh, just like right here, we bounced, came up, hit the LSMA, and then dumped. Bounce, hit the LSMA, we might dump. So, gotta be careful. Hourly, I mean, I'm still, though, the hourly and the 4 hour, though. Get the hourly. No, sir. No, sir. But I really, oh, man, we've hit this three good times, three good solid bounces off of that support. If we come back down again, 66,800, 67,000, does it hold? Does it hold for a fourth test? Does it hold 1, 2, 3, 4 times? Or if we came down there, would that be the go-to indicator for the downside move? I mean, we could, even coming back down, we could still put in another higher low. I mean, we are definitely getting a nice squeeze between the support, between the support and the resistance there. Very nice squeeze there. I'm going to go ahead and make that a little thinner because that's just some secondary support there. Now this makes sense. Okay. This makes sense. Okay. Measure move of the asymmetrical triangle pattern that's forming on the 4-hour would put us at $58,000 Bitcoin. That makes sense to me. You know, the move, that bear flag or whatever move you might want to call it, down to, you know, sub 40,000, 35,000, $40,000 Bitcoin. I definitely could see this. So $58,000, you know, measure move there. But I also believe too, though, that if we lose that 60K support, I think that would trigger a nice little wave. But we have lots of people setting up ready to buy at these levels. A lot of these levels are going to get bought up pretty quickly. We'll see some nice moves like this, nice big recoveries, V-shaped recoveries or wicks, with these areas being bought up so quickly. And I really do believe that even if we dip, it's going to get bought up very quickly with a nice big jump to the upside, and volatility. But the measure move of the asymmetrical triangle on the 4-hour would put us down around 58,000 if we continue to get rejected at 70, 71, lose 70K support, come back down, test this, lose this support, measured move $58,444. I mean, I'm not even going to be thinking about this target, unless we lose 70,000 support. Honestly, because I do believe if we keep holding 70K, we're going to squeeze into this and we're going to break out. If we keep holding 70K, if we lose it, start to show some more weakness, then, you know, things will change. But I do think this line right here at $70,000, this line right here, and of course, this is all entertainment, you know this, guys. I am just here to entertain you, show you charts, tell you what I think, hopefully entertain you, maybe bore you, I don't know. But that's what it is. And I really think I believe in this, the way this is shaping up here, trying so hard. The bulls just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. So holding the line pretty well in the sand, it looks like to me right now. But we are at resistance. We are at resistance. We're in the middle of the week at resistance. So not the greatest setup, right? Not the greatest setup, but I can't help but see a cup and handle. So I cannot help but see the cup and handle here. I can't help but see it. Let's see if we can invalidate it. Might invalidate it maybe. But I can't help but see the cup and handle possible even, you know, I just can't help but see it. Man, I appreciate those of you that showed up, man, and hollered at me today. I know it's been a while, and I apologize, but I'm still here, and I will still be around, and I will still be making content. So, thank you guys. Even if you're green fingers and you hate on me all the time, thank you still for being here. I appreciate you, bro, and the engagement. But yeah, I'm still here, still gonna be making content 24/7. So, working on a video now, got one video scheduled, and working on another video, and gonna keep on posting content. Whether it gets one view or zero, you know, 1 view or 100 views or 0 views, I'm still gonna be posting content, still gonna be going live no matter what. And building on X too. You know, we just passed 1,000 followers on X, and I keep posting there. Videos doing good on X. I mean, as far as impressions and views, you know. So let's go, Todd. Add it. Let's do it, man. Todd's gonna push the price of Bitcoin up on all by himself, bro. All by himself. Looks more like a gravy jug than a cup and handle. Fair enough. Okay. Just say it how it is. That looks like a cup and handle. I am saying how it is, bro. Look at green fingers, bro. Listen. Look. Cup. Oh my gosh, I can't even draw it. All right, mouse, don't fail me now. Cup. Handle. Pew. Breakout to 80,000. I mean, come on, man. Some people can't be helped. If you're talking about me, bro, listen. I've known that a long time. But with that being said, man, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for commenting and hollering at me, yelling at me, telling me I'm crazy, whatever. Telling me to long the top, you know. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. I'll be live. I'll be live again. I can't figure it out yet, man. Guys, I don't know if I need to go live every day. I don't know, man. Oh, yeah. No, I know you do, bro. I'm just playing. I'm just playing around, man. Don't take my words seriously ever. Ever. That includes anything I say. Don't ever take it seriously. But no, I don't know. I can't figure it out yet if I need to go live every day or if I just need to plan it out and just only go live once a week or something. I don't know yet. I'm just going to mess around until we figure shit out, I guess. But I do know I need to start making videos. Even if it's just talking videos, even if I get no views, I need to make videos and post videos. I need to do that daily, and I haven't been doing that. And so I've got to really work on that, and I'm going to. Even if it's just a damn talking video, but I got to get a better microphone for my phone. But anything, I've got to post. So, because I really want to rebuild this community back to where we can get back to having some really good, fun live streams by the time the bull run does hit. You know what I mean? So I think that right now, building, and that's why I really do appreciate you guys actually showing up still and commenting, man. I really do appreciate the engagement, and I hope that you guys continue to do so, because that's my goal, man. Build now as much as possible so that when we do go into the next bull cycle, the channel's going to be built up and ready to go. The algorithm's going to be pushing us, not suppressing us, you know, like it is now still. So got lots of work to do. I do got lots of work to do. I'll be working on videos tonight, and I'll probably go live tomorrow. I just don't know for sure. I don't know yet what the best thing to do is. I'm probably going to comment on this live stream and pin a comment and ask people, like, please comment. Should I go live every day? Should I go live once a week? What should I do? I guess I should ask Gemini. Just ask Gemini. What's the best thing? What's the best strategy right now? Because I would love to go live every day. But I just don't know right now if that's the best option. live after confirmations of up. Todd, that's actually a really good idea. Because sentiment does matter when it comes to the live streams. It does. But like right now with Bitcoin being at 70,000 and we didn't get no more views than we did, that's definitely the algorithm and my lack of consistency. But, well, it's not the algorithm's fault. It's my fault, but it's the algorithm doing what it does, you know? It's the algorithm's just doing what it's supposed to do. It's my fault that the algorithm is the way it is, but no, that is not true, bro. It has been almost a month since the last live stream, and that's crazy. Time is going by too fast. That's another thing. I can't keep up, bro. Somebody tell me how to slow the time down or my sense of time. Somebody, please. Because I swear, I am absolutely 100% crazy, or my sense of time is really jacked up. Because a whole entire day can go by and it feels like a couple hours, if that. Sometimes it feels like I blink my eyes and the whole day is gone. It's insane. And it don't matter if I'm busy or not busy or doing something or not doing something. It's just like the time is just zooming, man. But I don't know. We're gonna make it though, right? One way or another, we're gonna make it. If we get a 3-day pump, great time to go live because that's when adrenaline kicks. That's true. After we've actually got a confirmed breakout or something like that. If next live is confirmation of up, then we won't see you for months. Why is that? Because you think it's going to go down or it's a short signal? I mean, yeah, or both. Listen, I'm not going to say nothing is confirmed, okay? Nothing is confirmed, but not yet. I will say though, if Bitcoin does break out of this on the 4-hour and, you know, we do something like come up to the previous top, you know, get a little resistance there, come back down, but we back test that and we bounce off of that hard and break that previous top after that, and we break up into 74, 75,000 after that, dude, at that point we can't be we can't be bearish on a back test. You know, we can be bearish on the back test, but you got to be bullish if that holds support, man. Green fingers, you got to flip. You got to flip bullish sometime, green fingers, bro. If we break out of this, run up, test the previous high, get rejected, fall back and back test that breakout and hold support and confirm that breakout, will you be bullish then? Will you be bullish then? Will you consider an $80,000 Bitcoin target at that point? Wouldn't that be a cup and handle then? Dude, you're right. You're right. Cup. Handle. Okay, so we got something going at this point. If we form a cup and handle like Green Fingers just mentioned, and the handle forms on the back test and holds support, I know you long, bro. I'm just wondering if you're going to flip bullish at that point. Do you flip bullish here? No, you're not a perma bear. I've seen your screenshots, man. Listen, my southern Memphis slang came out just then. My bad. You don't even know what I'm talking about because you're from the UK. But that deep southern slang, man. I bet you there's some people that don't even know about that. There's some people that don't even know what that is. That's okay. I can be professional. I can be southern. I can be nerdy. I can be whatever it is that I need to be right now. Okay? That's what it is. Adaptable. Adaptability. Adaptative. That's not a word. Definitely adaptable to anything, my surroundings, circumstances, whatever it may be. And I think that's very, very important. I like this though. I like what we just formulated here. I like this idea. So we'll see. We'll see, man. A breakout to 74,000, liquidate those shorts, pull back. Oh, dude, it's perfect setup. It is, honestly. This is going to be the perfect setup right here. Because, you know, we break out, we run up here to the previous high, liquidate the shorts. Then we pull back down, liquidating the longs. Form a cup and handle, hold the back test at support. on top of the resistance. Oh, dude. It's the setup is formulating. The plot is thickening, okay? Watch for it. Watch for it. No head and shoulders? No. Like a bearish head and shoulders here? No, I don't see it. I don't think so. I mean, no, I don't really see it. Could it form maybe, but mm, no, I don't know. I'm not seeing anything head and shoulders-ish. Because we don't really have, like, if you're saying this is a head, I don't know. Or this is the head, and this is a shoulder? Hold on. Oh, this is the shoulder. This would be the head, right? Oh, I see. Okay, so like this could be the shoulder. We in the right shoulder now. Bro, where's the left shoulder though? If we were in a right shoulder here and this was the head, where would the left shoulder be right here? Oh. You're saying shoulder, head, shoulder. Is that what you're saying? And this would be the neckline, my support line here. I'm sorry, I was trying to do too much of the short term right here. I was like, wasn't really seeing what you're seeing, but I do sort of see what you're saying now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, which would explain, which would give us a good reason to come on down to test that support line again for that fourth touch, like I mentioned earlier. But that remember the question I had earlier was, does it hold if we come down to here? So actually, with you mentioning the potential for this to be a head and shoulders, I'd say that fourth touch does not hold. If we fall down to test that support line again, and that confirms the right shoulder potentially, then I'd say that neckline breaks, man. Probably. So asymmetrical triangle, head and shoulders. Asymmetrical triangle, 50-50. We could break to the upside, head and shoulders, downside. But the head and shoulders is not confirmed yet, right? Head and shoulders is not confirmed until we do come down to the support line, putting in that right shoulder. So that is not, nothing about that is confirmed yet. But I do see what you're saying, bro. Do see what you're saying there. Yeah. It's a little wonky, but I can see it. I don't really, in my history of using head and shoulders, inverse head and shoulders, I think that I don't know, it's not a great pattern. I feel like it doesn't, either it doesn't fulfill or confirm, or it invalidates too easily or something. I don't know. I think I've had more luck with inverse head and shoulders, obviously, because I call the bullish moves better than the bearish moves. I know. It would invalidate the cup and handle, and my cup and handle breaking out would invalidate your head and shoulders. How freaking conflicting and crazy and funny is that, right? Because I'm the perma bull, you're the self-proclaimed perma bear. You say I can claim you a perma bear, and here we are with conflicting views. I got a cup and handle idea, you got a head and shoulders idea, and you know, confirmation of the head and shoulders would invalidate my cup and handle. Breakout of the cup and handle would invalidate the head and shoulders. Let's go, man. We're in the invalidation station, bro. Your cup and handles are always wonky. The invalidation station, bro. That's where we're at. You know, this live stream has been gold. This is beautiful. This is a great live stream. You know, nobody has seen, but that's okay. It's my first one in a month. I can't expect nobody but notifications to show up, honestly. I mean, honestly. It's just... But this has been a really good live stream. It's been a good live stream. I plan to bring this energy to the next one, too. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, more viewers, the better. I'll be have even more energy. But the one thing I know that I won't do going forward is sit here and you know, I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. The views don't matter. None of that matters. What really matters is that I show up and that I'm here. That's what matters. That I show up and that I make content. That's what matters. I'm not really worried about the views. What I really am concerned about, my main goal is to grow and rebuild the community back up. You know, hopefully some of our old subscribers are still around, you know, and the algorithm will eventually start pushing us back out to them. So, but it's not going to until I show some type of consistency. So that's why I say the views don't matter. They do matter, but they don't matter right now. Oh gosh, honestly, Greenfingers, you already know that the real place to enter the short, and we can't really confirm nor deny it, but the real entry for the short's going to be at the resistance, right? And with that being said, on the 4 hour, this 4 hour candle, this new 4 hour candle that just formed, okay, I want to point something out. We are below the LSMA here. We are below the LSMA. We popped here on these past two 4 hour candles, but we did wick down and close still below the LSMA right there. But you've got a cross on the RSI potentially trying to happen. I think that will disappear. That cross is going to invalidate if this candle starts to fall down, though, on the 4 hour. Being at resistance like this, I mean, I think losing 70K. I think losing 70,000 is going to be my go-to. If we do not hold $70,000, then I think we could potentially put in your head and shoulders here. Let's see, $69,800 to $70,000. That little bit of a range right there is going to be go. If we come down below this, we get down into, you know, something similar to what happened here. We're going to come down into this, and, you know, we'll continue to drop. But if you're going to put in a short, typically, you know, the place to short's going to be at the resistance. Just like the place to long was here at these supports on the 4 hour. But since we've already tested this resistance, this is the third time, and we're still trying to hold 70K, I couldn't put it in right here. I mean, you could put a healthy stop loss in, put a short in right here, and go with it, right? Honestly. No, Rusty does like, I don't know, pew pew vids. That I'm not telling you, green fingers. I don't know that. I'm telling you that this is the place, right? This is the place you should want to short here at the resistance. Not wait for it to come down, right? Because if you short at the resistance and then we do get that move in down to put in that right shoulder, come down to the support, then you're good. Put in your stop loss here. Wait to see if the support breaks. You're good. But you could put in a good trade right here. I mean, you could put in a position here. And maybe bet on the head and shoulders, right? Or the asymmetrical triangle breakout to the downside, maybe. Bet on that, put in a healthy stop loss right there. And I mean, stop loss at like 71. Anything above that downtrend, break out of that, right? You don't want to, I mean, that's pretty good risk, right? If you're doing it here. It's not that I don't short the market. It's just that I prefer to long trade. I think I prefer to long trade. Especially right now. I mean, catching moves like this to me, I feel like are easier for me than it is for maybe you to catch a move like this. All right? To each their own. But I will say this, using just the LSMA and the RSI alone, I think you could easily call these shorts, because look at what happens. Like, and then you put in the MACD with it, then you're really good to go. I mean, when the RSI is way up here overbought and it crosses first, right? So look at these three indicators. When you combine these three indicators, look at this, man. So when the RSI crosses here, then the price action crosses the LSMA. And then if the MACD also crosses well above the bars up here, for a fact you've got an amazing short opportunity right there. You've got an amazing short opportunity right there. If you see all these things take place, you got the RSI overbought crossing. At that same time, not shortly after, the price action crosses below the LSMA. And then not shortly after that, cross happens, the MACD crosses. And once that happens, that's almost confirmed, guaranteed, 100% from here down, good short position. And then the same thing for the bullish case, right? So price action crosses the LSMA right here, the blue moving average, bounces off the LSMA right here. Right after it crosses the LSMA, we get the MACD cross. But before we get the MACD cross, we got the RSI cross, then the MACD cross is confirmation, right? And then more upside. So, I mean, using just those three indicators alone, I swear, are key. Stochastic RSI, MACD, least squares moving average, maybe throw in, the 20, 21, 50 and 200s, 100 moving averages. I mean, really just moving averages. Moving averages, support and resistance, and a few indicators. That's all I use when I trade. When I am actually trading, that's all I use. I don't really, I will put in trend lines and patterns and things like that, and targets, measured moves. But the targets and measured moves, I really only use as a reference. I mean, for an idea of where the price could potentially go. I really looked more so at the previous support and resistance and things like that, to match the targets to see if anything kind of lines up. But I think shorting at the resistance right here is not a bad idea in my opinion. You know, keep a good stop loss in that you're comfortable with, just in case we do break out, in case we do break 71,000, but or break above 70,800. I think it wouldn't hurt. It's not a bad idea, green fingers. You know, short the resistance, because it's, you know, we're here at the resistance. We could come back down as we have each time here to this support. So, boom, boom, boom. I mean, honestly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 right here. Boom, boom, boom. And maybe green fingers, like you have mentioned before and what you've talked about, hedge against that short with a little long, you know, in case we do break out. But just keep those stop losses where they need to be, or I should say where you're comfortable with them being, and that's key. But yeah, we're going to get on out of here, man. It's been a good live stream. Like I said, this live stream's been gold. I do wish it would have reached more people today, but like I said, my expectations were low because the consistency's been low. So I knew that we probably wouldn't reach a lot of people today. That's okay. Hopefully the replay gets to some people. Maybe the algorithm will push it. That's all I can do. But the live stream today has been absolute gold. I think it's been a good live stream. And again, thank you guys, man. I do appreciate all the back and forth, green fingers. I really do appreciate the input and the opinions and the ideas, and us just letting it flow, bouncing off one another's ideas. That's what this is about. That's what we're going to do. Bring this community together and let's rise up. Average to savage is still the motto. Average to savage is still the motto. Thank you guys again, man. I will see y'all in the next one.
Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't never gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job. Yeah, it's that 2018 mindset, still stacking sats. Been through the bear and bull runs, I'm fully unattached. Reading all the white papers, doing my own research. 5 more minutes, I ain't ever gonna fold up. Waiting for that green candle to get totally swole up. 5 more minutes, sticking with it till it pays off. All this grinding gonna lead me to my day job.